Hello everybody and welcome to a new video on the channel. I hope you're all having a great day. Today I'm going to be showing you guys all the paint schemes here in the December DLC, and we start things off right off the bat here with the 43 of Bubba Wallace in that Columbia PFG fish paint scheme. Then we jump over here into the 13 Geico Throwback from Ty Dillon to I believe Todd Bodine in the Truck Series. There's quite a few Truck Series paint schemes in this DLC, which was nice to see, and you guys will see that here in just a few moments. There, as you see, Ty Dillon's Geico camo paint scheme now, as Ty Dillon actually had a solid number of schemes here in this DLC. I think he had 3, if I remember correctly. There, as you see, the Halloween Geico paint scheme, which actually I'm a pretty big fan of that scheme. It's a nice one there. And he still has one more scheme here in the DLC. This one here, honestly, I don't remember what track he ran this one at. I do remember seeing it, but there you see. I think, I can't even tell what that is on the side of the car, or on the quarter panel and the hood. But then we come over to Tyler. Radicu has a couple paint schemes. This one here is really nice. I like what they did with the design on this one, although I don't really know what that sponsor is. But then we come over into his Realtree camo car. Can't even see half the car. But there you see that one now, as we are going to jump over now from Tyler Reddick into the 34 of Michael McDowell, his carparts.com paint scheme. That one's actually a pretty nice scheme as well. I like what they did with the orange and blue. Then we got Matt Kenzit's Clover car, basically Kyle Larson's Clover car, but with Matt Kenseth, of course, driving. By the way, can't wait to see what paint schemes Larson drives next season. But then we have Kyle Busch's number 18 Skittles Dips paint scheme now. Not a huge fan, to be honest, of that scheme, but there you have it. And then we have Denny Hamlin's Phoenix paint scheme. It's a little bit different from his normal FedEx paint scheme, kind of where the quarter panel area is now, but not a huge fan of that kind of version of the scheme either. Then we have some Xfinity schemes. That was all the Cup schemes, by the way. Now we have Justin Haley here in the Xfinity leaf filter paint scheme right there, the black, orange, and white. Then we have Austin Hill with the Veins Canada, I think that is, or is that a W? I can't really tell what they're trying to do there. Maybe it's Waynes or something like that, or Weens. I have no idea. But then we got Jeffrey Earnhardt, who's got a few schemes in this DLC. Forever Lawn number 0 car with like the whole grass design on that paint scheme. And then we have his Dryden paint scheme there. It's a pretty simple paint scheme, but it honestly does look pretty good there with that red and white. Then we have Brandon Jones here for the Joe Gibbs Racing team. Pretty much he runs, it's like the same paint scheme all season, just different variants of it now. As you see that yellow and black Menards combo. So we come through now into Alex Labea Canadian, a Halloween paint scheme there on that number 36 car. Can't even see what the sponsor is on the car, but overall a neat looking paint scheme. Then we have Joe Graff Jr., who has his bucked up energy paint scheme now. I think it says like bucked AF or something on the hood, which is kind of cool. Now as we jump over into Harrison Burton, his DEX imaging with the Hunt Brothers Pizza variant on the hood there. Then we have Jeremy Clements Halloween paint scheme. So a little bit of Halloween mix into this December DLC now, as we jump through into another Halloween car, the 92 of Josh Williams. So like I was just saying, quite a few Halloween paint schemes in this DLC. But now we come through into a throwback paint scheme for the 98 of Chase Briscoe, of course, to Tony Stewart's 2011 car that won the championship. A very nice paint scheme. Then we have Cesar Baccarella there in the number 90 Olympia paint scheme now. A pretty simple one there. And then we come through into the Truck Series, Zane Smith with a throwback to David Pearson paint scheme there now. A neat, very simple, once again, paint scheme. And then we have a Brett Moffitt throwback. There's that, what is that, a throwback to Bobby Allison? Maybe I'm probably wrong, but correct me. Then we have another paint scheme here for Tyler Ankrum in the number 26 truck. So quite a few, like I said, truck paint schemes in this one. Kyle Busch has even got a paint scheme here in that Big Machine hand sanitizer distillery truck. Now as we jump through into the 2 of Sheldon Creed with what that Jimmy Johnson throwback to Johnson's off-roading truck days back in the day now, and when he was much younger. Then we have Todd Gilliland in the 38 with that Frontline Enterprises truck. Haley Deegan drives that truck in my career mode, if you guys remember now, as we have Austin Hill in the 16 with this Gunma Toyopet paint scheme. And then we have another one, the same sponsor he had on the Xfinity car, the Waynes or Veins Canada paint scheme now, as we have just a couple more schemes here in the DLC. The 23 of Brett Moffitt with this Allegiant paint scheme here for GMS. And then we got the final scheme to round out the December DLC, and that is the 4 of Raphael Lassard. So that's all the paint schemes here in the December DLC. I think that's a little bit less than some of the previous DLCs, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that would do it though for this episode. Like I said, I really like what they did with the truck series. I myself don't really do much truck racing except for the ones in the career mode videos. But overall, cool to see them adding more schemes for the trucks and whatnot. So if you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Those would all be very appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.